Yeah.
And I do miss seeing them. I miss seeing the boys because they're never at their best in the morning. I mean, mornings are like a kind of war zone. It's there are serious militia going on and different bargains being done. The TV gets turned off about 7 or 8 times. Breakfast gets poured and spilt and then poured again and then left. And you remember packed lunch, and you haven't got enough for one, and then one sees their packed lunch and rejects it, the other's still asleep, the other hasn't told you that they wet their bed or hasn't got their school uniform because it wasn't ironed the night before because they didn't say it needed ironing. So the hours between, say, 7 and 8 are like some sort of, conflict. It's like watching, Call of Duty. It's kind of it's everyone for themselves. And then suddenly, when the kids are released out the door, you can then sort of relax a little bit. So the drive to work, even though I'm stuck in traffic the whole way, is kind of quite relaxing because, the hard work is done. And then when I get back, it all begins again. So you get back to see your kids. And it used to be, when I worked before, I'd get back and I'd open the front door and at least 2 of them would run for the door, "Daddy, how are you doing?" And now it's just the dog that kind of comes to see me because the others are too busy on their phones or they're watching TV or doing something. And it can be a couple of hours before the eldest one notices that I've come home and there's no sort of, "Dad, how are you?" It's like, all right, and that's kind of it. Well, the youngest one is still pleased to see me, and he's quite a happy kid. He's very nothing bothers him really. He's happy whatever happens. You could lop a leg off and he'd still be happy. Whereas the other two, they're 12 and 14, so they're at the age where it's not cool to be embracing your dad or being too sort of happy. And they're already, they've got their headphones on and they're, listening to whatever they're listening to. And the fact I've come home is no longer the most exciting thing that happens in their day. It's kind of a long way down the list.